It was a sunny afternoon when Sarah received a call from her best friend, Rachel. "Hey, can we meet up for coffee?" Rachel asked. Sarah could sense something was off in her friend's voice, but she couldn't quite put her finger on it. As soon as they met, Rachel started crying uncontrollably. Sarah tried to comfort her and asked what was wrong. Rachel eventually revealed that her husband, Jack, had been cheating on her for months. Sarah was shocked and couldn't believe it. Jack was a great guy, or so she thought. Rachel went on to tell Sarah how she found out about Jack's infidelity. It all started when she noticed Jack was always on his phone, texting someone late at night. She thought it was work-related, but as time went on, he became more and more secretive. Rachel's suspicions grew when she found a receipt for a hotel stay in Jack's pocket. Finally, Rachel confronted Jack, and he broke down and confessed to everything. He had been seeing another woman for months, and he didn't know how to tell Rachel. Sarah could see the pain in her friend's eyes, and it broke her heart. As time went on, Sarah became Rachel's confidant. She was there for her whenever she needed to vent or cry. Rachel was devastated, but she tried to work things out with Jack. However, it wasn't easy, and Sarah could see that Rachel was never the same again. One day, Sarah received a call from Jack. He wanted to meet up and apologize for what he had done. Sarah was hesitant, but she eventually agreed. As they sat down for coffee, Jack started crying. He told Sarah how much he loved Rachel and how sorry he was for hurting her. Sarah listened to him, but she couldn't help feeling angry. She had seen the pain that Rachel had gone through, and she couldn't understand how Jack could do that to her. However, as Jack continued to talk, Sarah started to see a different side of him. He was genuinely remorseful, and he seemed to be trying to make things right. As the weeks went on, Jack continued to work hard to earn Rachel's forgiveness. Sarah could see that he was a changed man, and she began to believe that maybe Rachel could forgive him. However, Sarah's opinion changed when she received a call from Rachel. "Sarah, I need to talk to you," Rachel said, her voice trembling. Sarah could tell that something was wrong. "I caught Jack cheating again," Rachel revealed. "I don't know what to do." Sarah was shocked. She couldn't believe that Jack had done it again. Rachel was devastated, and Sarah could feel her pain. She knew that Rachel had tried to forgive Jack, but she just couldn't do it. In the end, Rachel decided to file for divorce. Sarah was there for her every step of the way. She watched as her friend went through the pain of ending her marriage and starting a new life. Sarah couldn't understand why Jack would hurt Rachel like that, but she knew that her friend deserved better. The experience left Sarah with a newfound respect for the power of love and the devastating effects of betrayal. She learned that no matter how much you love someone, it doesn't guarantee that they won't hurt you. She also learned the importance of being there for a friend in their darkest hours. Sarah knew that she would never forget the pain that Rachel went through, but she also knew that she would always be there to help her pick up the pieces. It was a sunny day in May when I received a text message that shattered my entire world. My boyfriend of 3 years, the man I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, had been cheating on me with his coworker. At first, I couldn't believe it. We had been through so much together and had always been so open and honest with each other. But as I read through the messages, the truth became clear. I felt like I had been hit by a truck. All the memories we had made together suddenly felt tainted, like they had been built on a foundation of lies. How could he do this to me? To us? I cried for hours, trying to make sense of it all. Was it something I had done? Something I had said? But the truth was, there was nothing I could have done to prevent this. I confronted him about it that same night. He was defensive at first, insisting that it wasn't what it looked like. But as I pressed him for the truth, he finally broke down and admitted everything. He had been seeing his coworker for months, meeting up with her after work and even going on weekend trips together. He claimed that he still loved me and didn't want to lose me, but I couldn't bring myself to believe him. For weeks, I was in a daze. I couldn't eat or sleep, and my friends and family were worried about me. I tried to keep busy, throwing myself into my work and my hobbies, but nothing seemed to help. Everywhere I looked, I was reminded of him and the life we had planned together. Eventually, I knew I had to make a decision. I couldn't keep living in limbo, waiting for him to decide who he wanted to be with. So, I broke up with him. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but I knew it was the right thing for me. The aftermath was even worse than the initial shock. I had to move out of our apartment, which had been our home for so long. I had to start over, building a new life without him. But with time, I started to heal. I went out with friends, met new people, and rediscovered who I was outside of that relationship. Looking back now, I realize that the signs were there all along. I just didn't want to see them. He had become distant and secretive, always on his phone and never wanting to spend time with me. But I had been blinded by love, unable to see the truth until it was too late. It's been a year since that fateful day, and I'm doing much better now. I've learned to trust myself again and to be more cautious in my relationships. And while the pain of that betrayal will always be with me, I know that I'm strong enough to get through anything life throws my way.